Hey guys, I'm Stephanie and this is Steph's Stove, and tonight we're gonna make something amazing. It is sour cream biscuits. These are the easiest biscuits you can make. I make them in mini muffin tins so they just kind of pop right in your mouth and they are delicious. So without saying any more, remember, let's get started. All right guys, to make these biscuits, it's very quick and simple. It only requires 3 ingredients. 1 stick of butter, a cup of self-rising flour, and you must use self-rising flour, and a cup of sour cream. So my butter needs to be melted, so I'm gonna pop this stick in a measuring cup and pop it in the microwave really quick for about 20-25 seconds, depending on your microwave. And to melt this, I'll be right back to get these started. All right guys, I got my butter melted, and so we're gonna mix this together. And many of these are gonna be dry ingredients. Remember, I'm gonna use a dry measure for this. I add my self-rising flour. Measure this out. And I'm not gonna do exact. I mean, if it's a little over, don't panic. Notice I dropped some in the pan. No big deal. All right, so I've got a cup of, again, self-rising flour. Don't make the mistake of using all-purpose flour. They won't puff up like you need them to. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my sour cream. Notice when I did my measuring, I measured the flour first, because if I would have measured with the sour cream first, it would have been all sticky and gloopy. So do your driest ingredients and then kind of build up. So you'll notice how I do this. This I'm gonna have to measure out. I could kind of guesstimate half the container because this is 16 ounces, so obviously half of that will be a cup. But I do try to measure this to get it exact. So let's put this in here. Get this going. I've got a little more than a cup in the container that's left over. These little biscuits, guys, once you start making these, I know a lot of people are crazy about rolled out biscuits and old-fashioned biscuits, and I can make those too. But you will find this is the easiest recipe. It's light, it's fluffy, it's really quick to put together. You don't have to worry about rolling anything or kind of working your dough too much. Now you don't want to do it extra, but not too much. And you can really have them breakfast, lunch, dinner. They're good after, when they're hot, oh, they're amazing. They're really good after they've set a little while. They're a little cool. They're just as good. I've taken them to church. I've taken them to work. I have enjoyed them several different ways. All right, so I've got my sour cream and my flour in here. You can kind of push those together. I always make a little hole. No particular reason. I just like doing it. And then I'm going to pour my melted butter in there. It's a good sound. And we're just going to mix this up. So I'm going to mix these together. This is going to be kind of a thicker consistency. It's not going to be really liquidy. It's not going to be, you can be like, no, Stephanie, that's messed up. It's not right. It's just fine. It's just fine. You want to mix it till you feel like you've incorporated everything. I kind of use the back of the spoon sometime to mash it, because the last thing you want to do when you bite into something is bite into a bunch of flour. That's terrible. So instead of mixing it around, you see I'm just kind of using the back of the spoon and working it together. Remember I told you we had the oven on 450. You are going to bake these on 450. You're going to make them quick and hot. All right, and that's about what they look like when that they are mixed up. So I prefer to do these in a mini muffin tin. That way they're easy to pop out. You don't have to worry about anything. They stay a nice uniform shape. You can do them bigger, but I have found that this is best. This is non-stick, but I still like to hit it with just a little bit. You know what kind of spray this is. I think mine's Great Value. No, it's the one with the P. Must have been on sale. This has 24. I had to count them real quick. All right, and so notice my spoon. I'm going to have 1 spoonful in each one of these, and this isn't really a full spoon. So just kind of pop them down in there. If I have extra, then I'll kind of go back and top them off again. But guys, I promise you, once you have these, serve these to your family. These are amazing. I have been making these forever. Just super good. Made some homemade jam the other day. Peach jam, as a matter of fact. Proudly representing Georgia. And it was amazing. We actually had some of these the other night. My daughter and my husband requested them again with our dinner tonight. So I said, okay. As you'll see once I get all the way through. Again, the mini muffin pan is so great because it's just about perfect. This 24 one. You could half this recipe if you wanted, if you only had like a 12 mini muffin. I have done that before. And then again, you would just use half of everything. And it would come out perfectly. So some of these I'm gonna go back and kind of top off. I think I want them a little bit fuller. I know some people panic you got your fingers in it, but you know, when you're cooking for real, you actually do put your hands in it. I mean, there's always people that panic about that, but you know, people touch your food. You just gotta use good hygiene, wash your hands all the time. It's very important. Wash, wash, wash. All right, I'm just trying to feel if I have any a little extra, and I'll kind of give him just a little bit more. So my oven is almost at 450. I'm at 377 right now, according to what it says. So I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes to get ready and get to 450. It'll sound off when it does, like most of yours do. And then I'm going to stick those in there, and it'll be 10 minutes is what we'll set the timer for. You will have to watch it because sometimes my oven is a convection oven. It cooks a little faster. And so if yours is the same as mine, as far as cooking faster, then you may want to watch it start like 8 minutes until they get a nice golden brown. So we'll see how they look in just a couple minutes. Put them in the oven. All right, guys, my oven just reached 450, so I'm fixing to put these in and set the timer. I'm gonna set mine to 8 minutes. It will take about 10, but I'm gonna set mine to 8 so I can check them and make sure that they don't get too brown. Because again, I told you mine cooks a little fast. Here we go. Guys, I just checked the timer and it's fixing to go off, so the goodness is coming out any minute now. It's waiting. They smell amazing. Can't wait for you to try these. Got 15 seconds before my timer completely goes off. We'll see what it looks like. Here we go. All right, it's fixing to go off, guys. Here we go, the moment of truth. They look so good. Can you see them? They are amazing. All right, be very careful. This is extremely hot. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Close this up. That looks amazing, guys. Can you see them over there? Yay. There they are, guys, fresh out of the oven. They're super hot. They're so good. And I'll show you how easy they come up. They just pop right out. And just amazing. Pop them right in your mouth. These guys, I'm gonna eat this one really quick. It's probably a little hot, but I'm still gonna eat it. Here it is, guys. It looks so good. It's very hot, but I barely can hold it. It's so hot. They are so good. They're delicate. They're just a little airy. I'm going to give them a few minutes to cool and be even better. But remember, I'm Stephanie. This is Steph's Stove. Remember, subscribe and like if you want more content just like this. Bye.